26. I'm Paula, Jasper. Today we're in Clare, we're at Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm, and joining me is David Aldridge. Thanks for joining me, David.
You bet.
Now let's jump right into the story of this amazing place that you have here. How long have you been raising reindeer?
This will actually be my 25th Christmas raising reindeer. We started out years ago raising different types of exotic deer, like fallow deer and cycad deer, or Japanese and European deer, just as hobby. And we had horses and goats and a lot of fowl and all kinds of things. And then I got a hold of a couple of reindeer that came down from Alaska from a friend of mine. And once I figured out how intelligent they were, I decided to get rid of everything else, and I concentrated just on reindeer. So we sold everything, got rid of all the deer and the horses and everything. And so for 25 years, we've had just reindeer and a few alpacas.
Okay, now their actual species is called reindeer.
These are real reindeer. They come from the Scandinavian countries. They're not a caribou. It's a separate breed. They're very similar to a caribou. They're a cousin. But reindeer come from the Scandinavian countries, whereas caribou are a North American animal.
Tell me a little bit more about their intelligence level.
Well, reindeer have been domesticated about 5,000 years, about the same length of time as horses. So they use reindeer where they come from. It's considered the world's all-purpose animal because they use them as a work animal, because horses can't live there where they are. It's 50, 60 below zero. Horses can't take those temperatures. So they use them as a work animal like a horse. They also milk them like cows because cows also can't live in those temperatures, so they drink reindeer milk. Of course, they use their hides. They use the reindeer for everything. And all reindeer in the world are owned by somebody, even though they're in large herds. There's several thousand maybe that are owned by one family group, or one town will own this herd of reindeer. And then they raise them like we raise beef cattle out west, where they turn them loose in the spring, then they round them up once or twice a year, and they cull out what they need. And then, of course, they keep a certain amount for milking and that type of thing.
Interesting. Now, tell us what your business has really evolved into. What happens here in the holiday season?
Sure. I started out years ago allowing schools to come up to the farm when I was in southern Michigan. And it kind of grew from there. It got out of hand pretty quickly. And then we would get calls from different chambers of commerce or different businesses want to know if we could bring reindeer. And we started that way. And, first year it was 3 or 4 events, and then it was 15 and 20. Now this year I think I've got 120 events booked. So we actually do several each day right up until Christmas Eve. We're in Detroit every day, Grand Rapids, Lansing, all the way up, right up through Gaylord. And we've probably turned down 200 events this year that we can't get to. So we can kind of pick and choose what we want. We do a lot of the fun ones. We also do some schools. We travel to a lot of libraries to do educational events there.
Tell our viewers where you're located.
We're in Clare, Michigan on Stevenson Lake Road. You can access us on our website, rooftopreindeer.com. We're also on Facebook. I post a lot of stuff on Facebook, different goings-on around the farm here, and also different towns we're going to each week. So that's a good place to keep up with us.
Okay. Now, I'm sure people won't forgive me if I don't ask you. You can guess. Do they fly?
Well, they'll only fly on Christmas Eve, and only if you have the magic dust. Now, you can actually watch them on our webcams here. We have 2 webcams on here. And Santa will be coming out each evening about 7 or 7:15 to feed the reindeer here. And he'll spend a little time with them, so they can watch that each evening, all the kids, and watch Santa out here. So.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining me.
You bet. Thank you.
Paula, Jasper, and Clare.